I'm Joanne from Magpies Cottage.
I'm Amy. Good morning.
We're coming from Sheboygan Falls, Wisconsin.
And it's a Saturday morning, and it's really, really warm for November.
Yeah, it's crazy. I know I have to think about Christmas stuff because we have to have the Christmas windows done by November 20th.
Oh, really?
For a contest. And it's like,
Wow.
It's hard to think Christmas with 70-degree weather.
Well, I know that Ron is going to do some Christmas decorating outside, putting lights up and stuff
sure,
today
when it's
because
this warm.
it's so warm. So you might, you know, what's the point in, freezing your ass off?
Yeah,
if you don't have
dealing with
to.
ice. That's what I'm always afraid of when you're putting stuff up and if it's icy and you get on a ladder or something.
Yeah.
So this is nice. I'm still blowing leaves around. Yeah.
Ours are pretty much down. They're done.
Well, everything was almost down except for the maple tree.
Yeah.
And then that was last minute.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and all those winds that we had didn't help any either.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So it's been an interesting fall, to say the least. Mm-hmm. So Halloween came and went. Uneventful, that's for sure.
Yeah. I saw a few kids were out trick-or-treating. I did not participate. The people across the street did, though, so I saw the few, but there weren't many. Maybe 10, 12 kids.
No.
And usually we have at least 80 by us.
I had about a dozen.
Yeah.
Cora did go.
Okay.
Yeah, she did. Our block, we know the neighbors. Everybody's been home. We've been seeing an awful lot of each other. So Kevin thought, what the heck? She told Kevin that Halloween is her favorite holiday.
Oh, okay.
So, and Kevin said, well, I mean, think about it. Our house outside, she got to help Ron decorate this year. And, he puts up skeletons and headstones in the yard and that stuff.
Yep.
So our yard gets all lit up with Halloween stuff. I have my Halloween village in the house. And this year she was old enough to trust with putting, some of the things in, and
right.
I don't let her touch a building yet, but little accessories, she generally can hold one at a time in her hand and doesn't get smashed. So we did the Halloween village, and of course, she and I spend hours deciding what kind of costume she wants.
Yep.
So
she gets to dress up.
And she loved her costume this year. So
good.
It worked out well.
And she did presents because she made those little bags.
Little treat bags. And she made treat bags this year, which is, that's how I know I had a dozen kids, because I knew how many bags were left.
Yeah.
And so she had a blast with that.
Yeah.
So I guess, that there are reasons why that would be her favorite holiday. But
I'm going to move you a little bit. So
there.
Got to get all of you in.
Oh, all of me. Oh, yeah. Well, okay, that's not good.
Yeah.
Anyway, so how did your little dinosaur do?
Good. He had fun. That's a cute costume.
It's so cute.
Maybe I'll put that little 9-second video at the end of here.
Yeah.
It's one of those ones with a fan in it, and it blows up, and he's, a foot and a half taller than he really is. And yeah, it was just so cute.
I bet he just loved it.
I told Liz, let him use it year-round all the time.
Yeah. Well, we don't put Cora's costumes away. She plays dress up in them all the time.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Might as well. Yep.
But,
yeah. And Cadence, she's 11.
Oh,
so
too cool.
she was all dressed up and ready to go. At the last minute, she took it all off and didn't go trick-or-treating.
She's too cool.
Yep.
I get it. Too cool.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
So
it's fun, and now we're into the get ready for Christmas rush. It starts this weekend at my house because I will be villaging starting tomorrow. I'm not going to village today. I have company coming tonight. My brothers and sisters are coming over for dinner.
Oh, okay.
And, we're going to go through my mother's ornaments.
Oh, okay.
And so that could be a little hard. So today is kind of a bittersweet kind of day, and so we're gonna, that's the last of the things that we have to go through. There's some family pictures we want to go through, and we've got all our jewelry too, and so that, and so we shall, we're gonna get it done tonight, and then once that's done, I have the bulk of things I have to take care of with my mom's stuff done. And then I'm villaging, and I hope to have my village done in a week. Wish me luck. That's maybe aggressive.
Okay.
So we'll see. I
Okay.
don't know. But anyways, so a lot
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah.
Have you started Christmas knitting? Well, you Christmas knit all year round.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, before I forget, I want to talk about, because we forgot to last time, the
Well, we
winner.
haven't podcasted for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So
The winner of the bag from Sandy. Hi, Sandy.
hello.
Was number 16, Dottie Robbins. So, Dottie, if you would send an email to info@magpiescottage.com and tell me your mailing address, I will mail this out to you. So,
I have one just like this. I love this bag. I just love my bag. It's the perfect size for a sweater.
yeah.
So,
Yep,
love that
that's
bag.
that.
Okay.
So, you asked about Christmas knitting.
Yeah.
All right. Because this window challenge is coming up, I got some styrofoam balls and I started covering them.
You got styrofoam works.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna, I got that sparkly string that,
So
like Stelina, but a little thicker.
so you single crochet this one.
Yeah, that's the edition 3 yarn. I had a little bit left over from that hat I made.
Oh, sure.
That time warp hat. Yep, and this one was opal sock yarn.
Like that.
Um,
You knit it.
yeah, that one's knitted.
And this one is crocheted. Well, I was thinking maybe you sock machined it.
No,
Oh,
no.
okay. That's
And
pretty.
then I have a little crocheted star. I did that with the edition 3.
Oh, that's adorable.
And this one's crocheted from a pattern, a real pattern.
Okay.
Not just made up in my head. And that's edition 3. I made a little stocking.
Oh
A
my.
little sock. And that was just some Ella Ray scraps I had. And then, oh, here's the rest. I knew there was more. I crocheted with cotton, another one of that same star, but this is with cotton. These two I have to weave in my ends, and I'm going to starch these cotton ones.
Yeah, I would
too.
think they'd be pretty starched.
Yeah, I'm going to starch these and block them. And here's this one. So that was that Fezza cotton from the baby kit.
Yeah.
Like you're making the blanket out of.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's really nice and soft to work with that.
It is nice to work with. It's
So-
slippery.
Mm-hmm.
But
So that's my Christmas knitting.
I don't do Christmas knitting.
Well, these are all going to be in the front window.
That'd be cool.
And then I'll get out any other ones I've had from the past years. And I was trying to think this morning what I'm going to do on the other side. Because usually I have one window for yarn and one for fabric. So I might sew like some Christmas stockings this weekend to hang on the other side. Just, you know, bigger than this, but not full size, somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, you know, I
and
would think
do a
that
bunch
would
of
be
'em.
pretty. You could make them kind of fun, quilted kind of fabric. If you had any holiday fabric, I'm sure you do at home in the stash.
I gotta find. I had a little tub. It was not that big. It was only about this big of Christmas fabric. I have to find where I put that, and yeah, I'll go from there. I'll just make some. I don't know if I'll quilt them all. I might just make them flat. Maybe interface them, because if they're just gonna
You
hang
want
in the
this?
window.
Yeah, maybe some interfacing because you want them stiffer.
Yeah.
So
Well, if I don't, I'll just cut a cardboard cutout and stick it inside. Nobody
Oh.
know the difference. It's a window display.
I suppose.
But yeah, I think I might do some
All
fabric,
right.
fabric Christmas stockings. Maybe I'll do some stars too out of fabric. I don't know. I might think. I don't know. I don't do Pinterest, so I can't go look there. But I might
it's a
go
rabbit
to
hole.
Google Images and just do fabric. Type in fabric Christmas ornaments and see what comes up.
Wow.
Yeah. So that'll
Wow.
be my weekend this weekend.
Village.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of village.
So Christmas in both houses.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, and it's funny because after we took down the Halloween stuff, all my shelving is empty.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know, it's all empty. And it's like, so I'm having all these people over.
Oh, Roomba scene. Oh.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if you heard that, but Roomba's over there saying her side wheel needs to be cleaned.
Okay.
Oh.
The cleaner needs to be cleaned.
Yeah. Oh, she probably picked up a little piece of yarn and it
Okay.
wrapped around.
Well, that's easily done here.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
yeah. So I'm having this whole house full of people. Well, not really. It's just my
Your
sisters
family.
and my brother
Yeah.
and whatever. But, yeah, so they'll get completely empty shelves.
That's
You
all
know.
right.
Yeah, I don't care. It'll be fine.
Mhm.
So, we haven't podcasted for 2 weeks. So, you got FOs?
I do. I have this hat. That yarn. I forgot what it's even called now. But the one I did, the broken rib hat.
Yeah.
And then I did another broken rib hat. And then I did this hat all out of that
Same ball?
alpaca, the fuzzy alpaca one.
Wow.
So I got 3 hats out of that one ball. And this time I carried it along with, you can see it at the ribbing, just a DK,
So, do you do the ribbing double?
no.
Or you just carry?
No, I wanted the ribbing tighter, so I just did it single. And I used a smaller needle size. I did both.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Okay.
And then I have more of this purple yarn at home, and I'm going to make mittens with
Sure.
just the purple.
Sure.
And I'll put a white pom-pom on this before I give it away. Probably not going to put pom-poms on until like I'm ready to wrap, so I won't be having them on the podcast.
That's okay.
And then this week I also was making more of my bags. This is 12 and 13 that I've made in the past 2 weeks, but these are the only 2 left. All the rest are gone.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm not amused, and go pig or go home. Those 2 are left, so I'll put them up on the website. If you want those, they'll be on the website.
Cool.
I got 3 more in process, so they'll be coming soon too.
Oh, it's hard to keep up with that, isn't it?
It is, yeah, and I kind of neglected it. I didn't make these type of bags for probably 2 months.
Really?
Yeah, and I sold all the ones I had in stock. And I'm sure these will sell too with Christmas coming.
Yeah.
They're a good gift item.
Yeah, they are. Well, I've been knitting frantically because I had to fit. I wanted to be done with my Hohi knit along projects, and
Okay.
so I think I showed Jody last time we podcasted.
I think so.
Yeah, so that was done, and then so after Jody, my last one was Odyssey,
Okay.
and so this is my Odyssey, and this turned out amazing. So here, grab an end. This is Odyssey. Love it, love it, love it. So it's knit in Tosh DK. And it was insanely quick. Insanely quick knit. Because you're dealing with this nice big squishy DK yarn, you know, as a shawl, and away you go. Okay, maybe the Pico bind off took a couple hours. I think it was the mailman.
Okay. Yep, definitely the mailman. I heard a beep.
Yep. What?
Thank you.
Yep. What is that?
I got a package, obviously, because they scan the packages as delivered.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
So.
sorry to interrupt. You too. Bye-bye.
So I don't know who's gonna get this one. I might just keep this baby. 'Cause
Well, this
I
is your
love it.
color. This is your
Yeah, I
color.
love the lime green and I love the gray. So I thought about wearing it today, actually.
Oh, yeah, it would have gone good with your
Yeah,
shirt.
it would have, but
Yeah.
it's too hot.
Yeah, and it's 70 degrees.
So I mean, I threw on Fractal Danger, which is probably my favorite little neck accessory ever. I think I just need to knit like 6 more of these and then just rotate amongst my Fractal Dangers.
There you go.
Because I have to, you know, at work all the time, if my neck is cold, I'm cold. If my neck is warm, I'm warm, you know? So, yeah, so I got this done. And it blocked and dried and boom, done. And it just, this stitch in here is so much fun.
I would have never thought to make a stitch like that. We're putting so many in one loop. That is so cool.
Yeah.
Oh, he's amazing. I think almost all of her patterns I love. I'm not a boxy girl, though, because I don't like the drop
No, I
shoulders.
don't either. And the up here on those patterns, it seems like the sleeves always feel too tight for me. And then, and I don't like that feeling.
Mm-hmm. And they
So-
don't start till way down here, so they're just little T-Rex arms,
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
not
I
my
don't
style
like
either. But
No, but, her other ones.
this is one of my definitely all-time favorite shawls.
Yeah,
The
that's
way it
very
just turned out.
nice.
And
Very
yeah,
nice.
I was gonna, where the green was. I was for a while there toying with red. I am so glad I did it in the green.
Yeah, I think that was a wise choice.
Yeah. So I finished that,
Okay.
and then you haven't seen this. You
I
only
have
saw the
not.
yarn caked because it's not the project I can do here.
Oh.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
called
that's too much work.
Fabergé. And it's a triangle shawl, but you knit from the bottom up. So I started with it's ribbed, but it's it's kind of got a bit of a ruffle to it. So you start there, and then you do this overlay section. I'll give you a close up in a minute. It's beaded, and it's done with slipping stitches. And then the top part, the last part here, this textured eyelet, just brings it all together. And I love this. Okay, so
is that
here
pretty?
is the beads up close. So they're just brown beads in the center there. You don't have to beat it. Oh yeah, it's got Vickle in it. That horizontal braid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's horizontal braid in here.
Very
And
nice.
the beading and, oh my gosh. Other than this ribbed section taking a freaking eternity, because there's 480 stitches on it.
Yeah.
Because when you do your cast on, you got so many. And then, so it's 480 stitches there. Then when you get down to the first beaded part of the beaded section, there you're looking at 350. And then you drop down 4 stitches every right side row.
Who's the designer in this one?
This is Laura Ayler.
Okay.
This
Yeah.
was the knit along for October and November.
Yeah.
She gives you 2 months to do them, so this was October. But I have to say, I haven't beaded anything in a really long time.
Yeah.
And, oh my God, it was fun beading again.
Yeah. Very imaginative she is.
Mm-hmm.
Another one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Some designers are good and they write a good pattern, but it's basic. It's what everybody else is doing. Now this is really original.
Yeah.
Both Hohies and this one are very original designs.
Yeah, no, I
Gorgeous.
just love this thing. And the thing is, I'm not sure this is my style of what I would wear.
Right. It's not your colors for sure, I don't think.
Well, I'd wear the pink for sure, but brown, no. So I don't know what I'm going to do with it.
Yeah. If you give it away, it'll have to be somebody special.
Yeah, definitely. So I am very happy that it's done. So now I am she has this monthly knit along. Okay, there's no prizes other than if you finish the item that everybody's knitting that month, you get a free pattern. Well, I have tested.
That's a prize.
Yeah, I guess. So I have tested enough patterns for Laura that of her body of work, I own everything I want. But I just thought for kicks and giggles this year, I want to do all 12 of them.
Okay.
So I did. And that's
Was this 10 or 11?
This is 11.
This is 11 already. Okay.
Yeah, this is 11. Started in 10. But there are only 11.
Oh, okay.
I think there are only 11. And then she's got a mystery coming up in January. She gave us a little bit of a sneak peek on that. And then she also, she has this thing just for you. Every year in December, around the 12th. Yeah, it's the 12 days till Christmas. It starts. And if you have purchased a Laura Ayler pattern at some point in time throughout the year, you get this for free.
Oh,
It's her way
okay.
of saying thank you. And I bought it the first year, but I realized I buy Laura Ayler, you know, enough of her patterns that I'll get it for free pretty much every year. I like her work, so I like the way she writes a pattern. It's very straightforward, not a lot of frills. You know, I mean, this whole pattern literally took 2 pieces of paper.
Okay.
You know, there's not a lot. You just like, you did, this is what you do. And they're easy to follow. Her designs are not overly fussy. You know, but she does incorporate texture.
Yeah.
Which is something I like. Anyway, so yeah, so Just For You will come out, I think, probably around December 1st. You can like order it on Ravelry. And then it starts, and every day it's just a little bit. And so you have an hour tops worth of knitting every day till Christmas. And so then you're done on Christmas Eve is the last day.
Okay.
And then so she has that, and then she's got something that she's doing with a half vent, like an advent kit, but only 12 skeins. So I might see if I can't scare up some minis or some leftovers and do that too.
Yeah.
So if I do Just For You, which I know I'm going to, and the half vent, maybe, I will have done all of her knit-alongs the entire year.
Oh.
And that's so
be
it's
fun.
kind of it's just this, you know, dumb little challenge, okay?
Yeah.
What do
yeah,
I get
people
for
love it?
Well, I get nothing for it other than a couple free patterns and a lot of nice finished objects and just the kicks and giggles that a person gets from just saying I did it. All right? But I mean, this one I probably would not have picked this pattern to knit. But boy, am I glad I did.
Yeah.
So now I'm working on the one for November, and it's okay. No, I'm done already. It was a quick cowl.
Oh. Okay.
Some of her patterns, like this one, took me a couple weeks to work on, and it was not travel knitting by any means. I could have maybe taken the border and traveled with it, but nah. So this was definitely only done at home, and the cowl. Zigzag or something like that it's called. Anyways, it's a quick cowl knit out of a bulky yarn.
Okay.
And it's done already. I just have to block it. I did it in 2 days.
Okay.
But, you know.
You'll see that next week.
You will see that next week, yes. I'm going to try to wear it, actually.
Okay.
You know, but if it's not too hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it is November. It should cool down.
Yeah, but it's bulky and it's thick and it's like one of these really fun chunky cowls. And it's got a fun kind of cute stitch pattern to it.
Okay.
So I'm looking forward to that. So I dug up, I found some bulky yarn and stasher, which is like not something I have a lot of. But hey, worked out. All right, got some.
Okay.
But yeah, so I actually finished it last night. So,
Good. Good.
yeah. So then, you still working on your sweater?
Yeah. And I'm working on writing this pattern up, and it'll be up by the time.
Oh, yeah, we got to talk about this. We haven't seen this.
This airs. I should have it on the website. It's only going to be on the website. It's called Falling Leaves. Every row, it adds another one of these leaves. So you have 6 here. So it's this mini skein set of 6, and then the white or natural background. And I did a little something different here because it's not a very long shawl, and some people have difficulty wearing it. I was done casting off, and before I cut my yarn, I made a little loop, just 10 chain stitches. And then on the opposite end, I sewed a button. So this way you can attach it. If I decided I didn't want to wear this, I could cut that button off, you know, and just wear it as a regular shawl. But yeah, it's just a little something different to have it this way. So, yeah.
I love this short row technique to get it wider. So I did that in my one of my wraps I did this summer. And it's just a fun technique to do.
Yeah.
And with garter stitch, you don't have to pick up wraps or anything.
Right.
So it goes, you know, it's really quick and easy to do.
It was very quick to do. So yeah, I will have.
Is this German short row or wrap and turn?
Wrap and turn. And yeah, because it's garter, you don't have to pick it up, so just go.
But it's so pretty. That has been hanging out in the shop. I've, watched you work on it. I've seen it done for a while, and I just think.
Well, I was waiting for testers to be done before I wanted to show it. So I have one tester's completely done, and the other one is just about. So I will get their notes today, update the pattern, put it on the website about the same time this releases. So, yeah, it should be there by tomorrow. Yeah, just a big crescent. I think I've shown it once or twice on here already.
Well, I think you did. Yeah, when you were working on it, I think you did.
Yep. So, yeah, I'll put pictures up of mine and the testers.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what they did with it. I saw Mona's.
Yeah, Mona's had black in the background. And I think the other one is going to be just the same colors as I have.
Okay.
Or close. So, and I'll take pre-orders for a kit too.
Oh, you might as well, since that's your dyed yarn in there.
Yeah, that's my dyed yarn, and the background color is natural. So I'll put up some kits, and yeah, I think they'll be like $45.
Okay. Cool.
For, the pattern and all the yarn. So it'll be a good deal.
All right.
So that's what I'm working on, is writing that up.
Well, and your sweater, it looks like you're still on a sleeve.
Yeah, I haven't gotten a lot of progress because I've been doing more sewing.
Yeah, you got to get
those
project bags
done. At home,
done.
it's all these little Christmas things, so.
I had this idea of taking like some of the Christmas sock yarn and doing this and making a bunch of balls with it. I've got some sock tubes actually at home that Dawn did for me. That I made socks with them last year, but I was thinking of putting them on an ornament like this and putting them on the tree, because there's just there's small sections of sock tube left.
Yep, that's where I got the idea for this one, was from Dawn, because she did that. Now, this one, I could start with just a few stitches here. I did like Judy's Magic Cast On and 4 on each needle.
Yeah.
And then just expanded from there. But on this end, you have to leave quite a bit of stitches so you can
get the
ball in there, and then cinch it up. Now this, when you crochet it, you can put the ball in and you can still crochet those last few rows.
Right.
So because of that, it worked out a little better for me. So I'm going to probably make a bunch more crocheted ones. I don't know if I'm going to make more of this pattern. I might.
I think that might be a fun pattern in a solid.
Well,
you can't see the texture, but you know what? The ball comes through. But let's say you did it in red. With the white ball coming through, that would look actually kind of cool.
The pattern's written up in solids, different color every row.
Okay.
So, yeah. And I'll probably look for a couple more patterns yet before I'm done with that window.
Sure.
I'll probably make a few little mittens.
Oh, yeah. I saw one that was little trees.
Oh.
It was on Ravelry this week.
Okay.
When we're done, I'll look it up, because I know, and I think it was free.
Okay.
And so it was all these cute little trees, and I think they were stuffed.
Mm-hmm.
I remember an edge around them, and I thought they had some texture like stuffed, like dimension.
Yeah, I could just put a piece of quilt batting inside.
Well, exactly. Yeah. So I'll look it up when we're done, because I know I saw it this week, so it's got to be in my recently viewed.
Okay.
And if it's not there, it's got to be in my, because I'm pretty sure it was free, and I added it to my library because I thought, someday that might be kind of fun.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, that'll be an idea.
Yeah. Well, this is what I'm working on, my mittens.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, okay, so you know what? This is just an epic fail, in a sense. No, it's not. I'll take it out and fix it. They're too short. I went by the length on the pattern, and I want them longer.
Mm-hmm.
So, because when I put this mitten on, my fingers are literally right at the top here.
Yeah, yeah.
So I want like a 1/2 inch of wiggle room in there. And that's what
Okay.
the pattern length was. And if you can see, like the thumb, when I bring this in there.
all the way down.
Yeah. So, I'm going to take this out and add a little bit of, half inch or so on it yet. And then the
Okay.
other thing is, now this has decreases like the top of a hat.
Okay.
I don't like that kind.
Okay.
I'm
So you're
gonna
going to do it like a toe?
Yeah, I'm going to do it like a toe. I just like
Yeah.
that better. So, it's not really an epic fail. It's just, So, I do frog things, see?
Yeah. I usually do like a top of a hat for kids, but I don't know how many rows you're doing it. I usually only do 3 rows. I think you have more.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's like
Yeah.
5, I think.
But yeah, adult ones, a lot of times I'll do them like a toe.
Yeah, that's what I think I'm going to do.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can, then you can Kitchener the top. And yeah, I don't like this top. So, all right, yeah. And I started the other cuff.
Okay.
So
you had a hat that's just like this,
yeah,
right?
yeah. This pattern is called Cuffish. The hat was called Brimish.
Oh, okay.
And it's by Sarah Shira, Imagine Landscapes. And so I did the hat, and I love the hat.
Yeah.
And so now I'm making myself matching mittens.
Okay.
Because I got a great jacket.
Yeah.
And so those look really
nice.
cool with my jacket. So,
Yep.
yeah, so I think maybe tonight, while my siblings are fighting over ornaments, I might just like pull out what I want, because I know what I want already. And I might just sit and finish my mitten.
Can you show off that bag too? I love that bag.
This is Prairie Bag Works. There's the label there. Okay. It is this lady always is at ZK.
I know, but that's outstanding.
Okay, so she says, yeah, her handle on the end, it really is nice when it's separated. Then she's got it on both sides. The other thing that she does on her bags
Yeah, I see
is
that.
there's a tape measure on the inside.
Tape measure.
Tape measure sewn to the inside. She's got a pocket on that on both sides.
Oh, on both sides. Okay.
Pocket on both sides. And then the other thing is, and I left all this on there because I don't know why I never took it off. But she has a split ring on the inside for you to hang stitch markers on.
Oh.
So I keep that in there, and I hang
Okay.
stitch markers in there. So yeah, this is one of my favorite project bags.
Yeah, I thought it was really pretty when you had it sitting there, and I didn't even realize all the inside stuff till you took your mitten out.
Yeah,
That is an excellent bag.
it is.
Prairie Bag Works, you do beautiful work.
Yes, Prairie Bag Works. So I got a couple of hers that I bought at ZK.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's funny because I'll when we think about like going to the market at ZK and stuff like that, I generally, I buy a couple new project bags, usually one for sure, from this gal every year.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, and I have decided I have way too freaking many project bags.
I bet you do.
I do.
Yep.
But notice how my mitten.
I did notice that. The colors are perfect.
I do match my project bag to my knitting. I do.
Yeah.
Okay, that's just sick and wrong, but I
Yeah.
just do it. So,
Yeah.
and like, well, when I was working on my Day of the Dead mittens, what did I do?
Yeah, the sugar skull bag.
Yes,
yeah.
I bought that sugar skull bag because I wanted to put those mittens in there.
Yeah.
Okay, I just do that. It's one of my quirky things. So
Yeah.
I have all my project bags matching my projects.
Okay.
And
It's good to coordinate.
yeah. So when I knit lime green, I'll use my bag like that. When I, if I'm knitting black, one of my other Prairie Bag Works bags is got the fabric has got sheep heads, and they're in these like round medallions. So it's a medallion, like in the pattern, and then it's got a black background. So when I'm knitting black, that's the bag I use.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Almost never knit black, but I do. I'm going to cast on a sweater that has black on the ribbing, on the collar, and it's got a saddle shoulder and cuffs, and then at the hem, it's black. Okay.
Okay.
And so okay, this is not the time of year to be knitting black, but I figured I can do that little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I'm gonna. And the other thing is, I blocked my little swatch where I knit. I'm knitting a DK weight sweater. okay? But I'm holding 2 fingering double.
Okay.
And it is turning out, the fabric is just beautiful.
Yeah. I really loved it when I did my scrappy sweater
Uh-huh.
and held 2 together. I love that weight.
Yeah, I just, the swatch, just feeling that fiber and the fabric is beautiful.
Yeah.
Now, granted, the yarn's got a little cashmere in it, okay, so that might have something to do with it, but
Yeah. But I think it's more flexible and pliable.
but
when
not
it's like that.
but doesn't have little holes.
No.
It's dense,
No.
but not too heavy. I don't know. I love this fabric. So this sweater is going to be 2 fingering held together.
Okay.
And then black. And then the other part about holding 2 fingering together is obviously this yarn that I'm using, because it's got a little cashmere, you know that it's a fancy hand dye. So it's not going to be a cheap sweater by any means. And I'm having a debate. The reason this sweater's not cast on yet is because I don't know what size to knit it in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The big size or the Amy, you got to lose some more weight size.
Okay.
Okay, I don't want to.
Well, if you made it for your size now, would it still look okay wearing it a little big?
That's my fear. I think
Okay.
it might be a little baggy, and
Okay.
I don't want to.
Is it got waist shaping and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's a lot like my red one, that similar pattern with
Okay.
the waist shaping, and I really liked. Okay, I like the way that red one fits right now, but if I would lose the weight I wanted to lose, you know, my COVID gain, all right, if I would lose that again, then I don't think I'd like the way it hangs.
Okay.
So that's why the sweater is not on the needles already.
Yeah, that is a big decision.
Yeah, and since this is not going to be a cheap sweater by any means, because the yarn is Dream in Color, it's their smooshy with cashmere. I have, and see, okay, the other part about knitting with this hand-painted yarn, this hand dye, you know, when you are knitting it with it singly, you have multiple skeins, you got to alternate these skeins. Well, personally, I think alternating these skeins is a pain in the ass. All right, I hate doing it, which is one of the things I don't do. So, when you hold 2 together, you don't have to alternate skeins.
No.
Because all your blending happens.
They're both hand dyed?
But it's the same color.
Oh, they're both the same color. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it.
So I've got 6 skeins of this fingering weight that I'm going to hold together, hold double.
I think I still would start out with 1 full and 1 half.
Yeah, I'll do something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll blend them that way, yes. But my point is that none of this alternating skeins crap.
Yeah.
I hate doing that.
Yeah.
It's just,
I've been doing that on the pink one. I'm still at home, my Diva sweater. I
Well,
kind
you
of put
have
it all
to.
on it. Yeah. Yeah. That one I'm doing helical. I don't mind it. But you do have to stop every row or 2 and untwist everything, make
Yeah.
sure it's straight. Otherwise, work on it at here when it's on a table.
yeah.
When the balls are on a table, I never twist them up.
Oh,
They
well,
always
that's good to know.
They always stay where they belong.
Yeah. So I'm hoping, maybe I'll cast that on today, this afternoon if I have a little bit of time. Or I work on my mitten. I don't know. Maybe I'll get the mittens
Well,
off the
look
needle.
at the schematic of that pattern and the one that you did your red one. And maybe there's like a size that's just a 1/2 inch or so smaller.
Oh, that's a good idea. I'll look
Yeah.
at it because they're both Laura Ayler patterns.
Yeah.
So chances are either her math will be the same on both of them.
But maybe you'll be lucky. And there'll be one that's just a little bit smaller than your red one. Does she usually do schematics?
Oh, always.
Good.
Yeah, always.
Excellent pattern writer then.
Yeah, definitely. So, yeah. Oh, that's a good idea. I'm going to get
Yeah.
those 2 patterns out and put them side by side. Because, yeah, I would think that weight-wise, they both were the same now that you mention it. She called for DK in both of them.
Okay.
And usually 2 fingerings together gives you a worsted,
Yeah.
but it's a lightweight worsted. And
Okay.
because this is a superwash yarn, I'm expecting it to grow. So that's why I was actually leaning towards knitting the smaller one, because I know that it might be snug initially, but it'll have enough give. whereas you can't, once it's too big, you can't shrink it down without felting it. And I don't want to do that. And it's
Who
a
was
super
doing
washing
that?
limit.
Somebody was Becky, I think it was. She wanted to shrink something. So I told her, go ahead and wash it. Put it in the dryer 10 minutes at a time. And she said she got everything just perfect. It worked for her.
Okay, well, good.
But,
Becky.
you know, then it is really felted just a little.
Yeah.
If it shrunk, it's going to be felted a little.
Yeah, see, and I don't want to do that. So, yeah, so I'm looking forward to knitting the sweater. I love the way the swatch knitted up, so I can't
Good.
wait to see the sweater.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
got a lot going on here. Oh,
Yeah.
and I got a couple test knits in the weeds, too.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
It's like, what the heck was I thinking? But it's okay. I don't do anything now. I will tell you, COVID has been good for knitting.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, I've accomplished so much knitting-wise. You know, things I've wanted to do. I mean, I keep a running list in a notebook, my knitting journal, of what I want to accomplish. And it's so much fun. I make a big celebration of crossing something off the list. So, yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Not a lot going on for me either. I stay home a lot because I have my 3-day weekends. But then I can make Christmas ornaments or whatever other little trinkets, dye yarn. I broke into the good stuff. I have a batch at home. I did 6 skeins of just gray with black speckles of the MCN. Oh, is it beautiful? It's kind of a thick MCN, so you could even make a worsted weight sweater with it. It's 230 yards for 100 grams. So, yeah, it's a thicker one. It's beautiful. So that'll be coming in the shop next week.
I thought you were going to save some of that and make yourself a sweater.
Well, I probably will. I bought 30 skeins of that already.
Oh, okay.
And then I think 20 of the silk. But I decided with the MCN, I'm going to always make it in batches of 5 or 6, probably 6 skeins, so that we have sweater quantities when I first bring it out. I mean, if somebody buys 1 or 2, that blows it, but that's okay too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that's one
that.
of the most popular colors is the gray with black speckles. So that's what I started with. So it'll be here next week.
Oh, I can't wait to see it.
Yep.
I am so excited to see
hanging on the drying rack. Oh, and then I did another one that was fun. I shouldn't talk about it since I don't have it here to see, but I took some skeins and I dyed half blue and half fuchsia, and then I like tie-dyed it, put all little ties all the way down, and then I dunked it in black. Those look cool.
I want to see it knit up.
Yeah, so do I. I'm going to knit a swatch up. I have to knit that one up and make sure that dye is really set, you know, because there's so much dye in there.